Welcome to the choir loft. I'm sitting here in the St. Bethlehem United Methodist Church empty choir loft. It's summer, and the choir takes off in summer, and we miss them. But they'll be returning this fall. John will have a full lineup of specials with the choir, and we all look forward to that. But during the summer, we give the choir a break. We take a break on the adult Bible studies. But you know, one thing that doesn't take a break during the summer, and that's the annual conference of the United Methodist Church. In fact, I just got back from the annual conference. Tori was there, Margaret was there, Robert was our member of the annual conference from the laity, and we had a great annual conference. In fact, I wanted to share just a couple of things with you. In that whole drive that we've had here, and we've had it across the denomination, to Imagine No Malaria, and you were part of that. You sacrificed and gave and helped out in this cause. And the Tennessee Conference, because of the monies raised in our local churches, and this is what we can do as a connection. We can make a difference around the world. We have saved 51,900 lives from malaria. That's how many lives minimum that our contribution has saved. You know, I'm beginning to imagine a world that doesn't know malaria anymore, and that's exciting. You can still give, by the way. You can go online to Imagine No Malaria and still continue to give money. But we have saved 51,900 lives, and we celebrated that at annual conference. While we were at annual conference, Bishop McAlilly thanked Margaret Fisher for her faithful lay ministry. Now, he shook her hand and thanked her there at the annual conference. And it wasn't that he singled her out, although she deserves being singled out. You know, that's our Margaret, with all of the work she does in our local church and on the conference level with United Methodist Women. But they had all of the lay ministers and folks that give so much, and the bishop gave them thanks. Tori went. And it was an exciting time for him. He got to experience annual conference for the first time, and he volunteered. One of the things that I loved about Tori at annual conference this year, he saw a lady, and it was obvious that she was organizing something important for the conference. And his comment was she looked overwhelmed, or she was stressed. And Tori just went right up to her. He didn't know her, she didn't know him. And he said, "You look like you could use some help. What can I do?" And Tori became an important part of Mission Possible. In fact, he helped oversee the group that I was involved in, putting together medical kits and school kits to be used in our school systems. And what an exciting adventure for Tori at annual conference this year. Let me just quickly, before you run off here, let me just quickly mention that John Wesley bobblehead approved of the annual conference this year. Let me just mention this Sunday. It's going to be an exciting day. We're talking about unintended consequence. The scripture is where this man goes around sowing seed. Now, he's not planting a field; he's just sowing seeds. And you know what? We're all sowing seeds when we walk around, and there are consequences of the seeds that maybe we're not aware of. If we're sowing positive seeds, there's positive consequences. But you know, when we go around sowing negative seeds, there's still consequences. And in fact, the verse of Scripture, and this story is only told in Mark's Gospel. The highlight of this particular story is when Jesus says, "The earth produces of itself." We're going to talk about that Sunday morning. We're going to see in the Modern Worship a movie clip from Big Bang Theory. I know you're already thinking, how's he going to do that? Well, we had All in the Family last week. You enjoyed that one. In the traditional service, we are going to be singing some really cool hymns. One of my favorites, it seems like they always end up singing one of my favorites, "For All the Saints." We're going to sing that song. And we're also singing, "There's Within My Heart a Melody." We'll see you Sunday.